Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining me in my kitchen. This week, we're really talking about getting your kitchen organized. Thanksgiving is around the corner. It's a week from tomorrow, so you'll probably already know who's going to be sitting at your table, and whether it's the normal Thanksgiving or it's a little altered because of the situation we're in with the pandemic. That's, all relative, right? So usually my Thanksgivings are big and involve a lot of family, and it also means that everybody brings, every family brings a dish. So I don't have to do that much cooking, and we're really spread out throughout the house. This year, it's just gonna be 3 people around my table. So my goal is to make it nice, but not to give myself a whole lot of work for, just the 3 of us, right? So I asked my husband about, I suggested we order a dinner, and I got out of it. He said he wanted to do the cooking. So he is planning. He started shopping today for all of the non-perishables he purchased today, so that we can really focus on getting the fresh stuff next week, right before he's doing the cooking. But I want to get the kitchen ready for him to do the cooking. So usually my kitchen is a pretty minimalist situation because I don't have a very big kitchen, and so I try to keep as much off of the counters as possible. So if you're challenged with a lot of stuff on the counter, so not a lot of space to do that Thanksgiving meal, the first thing you want to do is look at the surfaces. Look at your counter surfaces. What can you take away so that you have space to do your work? And consider doing that permanently. If you don't have things, hi Teresa, if you don't have things, if you have things out on your counter now that you don't use on a daily basis, see if you can find a home for them somewhere else. You really want to use what we call as the target principle in your kitchen. So every work area that you're using, which would be if you're standing at your sink, if you're standing at your stove, maybe if you're standing in front of your refrigerator, or any particular space if you have a baking corner or whatever. What do you need when you're standing there doing the work that you do there? So really in front of your sink, I'm going to step aside, you're going to see my sink. All I have at my sink is dish soap and my composting bin, and for now we have hand sanitizer as well. But I don't have a lot of other tchotchke stuff because I want a clean surface so I have space to do work, but also I want the stuff that we use all the time there. So again, in front of you, at your stove, maybe you have a crock with cooking utensils, or you want to look towards the drawer closest to your stove. That's where you would put your cooking utensils. So, if you're standing in the middle of the target in one of these work areas, what do you need right near you? And then you work out. What do you need maybe once a week? You can move a little bit further away from that work area. And then what do you need a little bit later? That's for a little bit further out in the target from your work area. So you're gonna be digging into the top of your cabinets or the bottom, or even maybe some storage space in your basement or a closet for that turkey platter, because it is Thanksgiving and that's when you should be using it, right? But after you're done with that platter, if it is not in the farthest reaches of your kitchen storage, you need to consider moving it there, because when will you look for it again? Maybe you'll use it again at the next holiday, and maybe not. But it can have a home in your house, but it doesn't have to be out in your space. So some of the things I see out on kitchen counters pretty often that maybe you could consider moving someplace else are those small appliances that you don't use very often. So again, over my shoulder, the only appliances we have out is the coffee maker and the toaster oven. And we really don't even use the toaster oven on a daily basis. So, but again, I wanted to make more space on my kitchen counters so I had room to work. So those are the only two appliances that sit out there. I have found homes for crock pot, rice cooker, waffle maker, I don't even have a large mixer. I only have a hand mixer because I don't do that much baking. So really consider, that's a great way, because most small appliances take up a lot of space on your counter. So look at them. Which ones do you use all the time? And which ones could you possibly find a home for someplace else? If you do this project maybe over this coming weekend, then you'll have some space to do your Thanksgiving cooking when the time comes. So I just want to encourage you to do a little prep work of decluttering your kitchen before the holidays. So good luck and have a great Thanksgiving.